The first week of September was already over, and in that time I had been running around to garage sales, thrift stores, used bookstores, malls, trying to find any cool Halloween stuff that I could. In fact, I found the absolute best find of my life just a couple days ago, and I'm not even 100% sure what it is. But anyways, I'm going to be saving that for the end of the video because first, we're going to focus on what I've got here for right now. All the way at the end, we have got those cutouts that I showed off in my Party City video. First, we have got the 4-foot jointed skeleton. Had to pick that up. I believe it was $9. Then we have got the 4-foot jointed witch. Same price for that one. Below that, we've got that gigantic pumpkin. I think this one was only $4. And these, a pack of 4 die cuts that I mentioned, my grandma used to hang these up all the time, and I don't think I've seen them since I was like 5 or 6 years old. Next, we've got some pumpkin pails. Picked up 3 more of those that I'm going to hang off from my tree in the front yard. I think I've got about a dozen of those now. Then we've got one of those Treadmasters foam light-up pumpkins. Love coming across these. Anytime I see one, I will buy it as long as it's like, $5 or $10. Love them. Also, I stopped at Spirit to pick up the new Leatherface Pretty Woman bobblehead, and this has always been my favorite look that Leatherface had. I think it's the gnarliest and the creepiest, and it's actually, for a bobblehead, it's got pretty good detail in there. Of course, going with your 20% off coupon, you can get this for like $32. Also came across this at a small comic shop that I didn't even know existed around me. It is the Lon Chaney Jr. bobblehead of the Mummy that was released by NECA probably somewhere around 20 years ago. And these usually go for pretty high prices. I think usually around maybe at least $80, maybe $100, but they had it marked for $50 and everything was 25% off. So I got it for $40 out the door. Pretty good deal. No dings, no scratches, no breaks. I know a lot of the times those fingers can break off, but it's in great condition. I'm not a huge fan of bobbleheads, but I've been wanting to add this to my collection for a long time, so I was glad I finally came across it. And now, Tales from the Crypt EC Archives, the original hardcover editions released by Gemstone. Found a couple of these, and these are great. If you don't know about them, they are reprints of the original comics using the original artwork, but they have updated the color schemes, kind of like giving them a little bit of a remaster. And each one of these contains, I believe, around 6 issues, and you get 4 stories per issue, I believe. And these are great. I love Tales from the Crypt. I love the artwork. I love the stories. So I couldn't believe I came across these. Pretty cheap, only $20. Found Volume 2, Volume 3, and Haunt of Fear EC Archives, the newer editions from Dark Horse, Volume 2. And while the Crypt Keeper is iconic, I have always loved the old witch's stories more than his. Hers seem to be a little bit gnarlier, a little nastier, a little darker, a little bit more grotesque, and I also love the way that she's drawn. Let me find a good shot. Yeah, there's a great one, especially when she is drawn by Ghastly Graham Ingalls. That is when she is at her most grotesque and creepiest. And I'm always looking to add more of these to my collection, so I'm very happy to come across 3 of these volumes the other day. Then we've got a couple books. Ray Bradbury, The Halloween Tree. If you haven't seen my video about top 10 books to read for October and Halloween, this made the list. It's a great family Halloween book, very atmospheric, and goes into the history of Halloween and how different cultures celebrate it. Great story. Then we've also got the hardcover novelization of Dead and Buried, another great kind of a off-kilter zombie movie. A collection of short stories, Midnight Graffiti, and a novel by Richard Lehman called The Lake. And I don't know what it is about his trashy, pulpy writing, but I can usually knock out a novel of his in a day or 2. And now, I don't know if Spencer's is partnered with Fright Rags, but I came across these 2 designs that I'm pretty sure are out of print and not available on their website anymore. They're from Justin Osborne, and we have got Killer Clowns from Outer Space and Return of the Living Dead. And how could I not pick up 2 t-shirts for 2 of my favorite horror comedies of the 80s, and especially with such good designs. And also, my cat, Mr. Stay Puft, he is coming over to say hi. So what else am I going to name a white cat? He's Mr. Stay Puft, chunky white cat. But now, let's get to the mystery prop. Here it is, a life-size, I don't even know what to call this. I was in a used bookstore. They had a room in the back. It was filled with random Halloween decorations, and this was just sitting on the table. $79 out the door. It is a foam-filled latex prop, and it has absolutely no markings on it anywhere. So somebody down in the comments, let me know what this thing is. Like, I have got absolutely Zero idea. I've never seen this before. I don't know if it's distortions, maybe. It kind of seems like one of their designs, but like I said, I have got no clue. All I know is that I saw this, I immediately knew I had to buy it. I carried it out of the bookstore, I strapped it into the passenger seat of my car, and took the long way home so everybody could see me as I was driving past with this crazy thing in my front seat. And the quality is great. You've got intestines coming out on the bottom down here. And look at that face. The face is nasty. It's disgusting. Only thing I think it's missing here is a little bit of hair came off on the front. So a little bit of glue residue left, but it's got wire arms so you can position those. And it's got these giant, gnarly, nasty hands. But like I said, I have got absolutely no idea what it is. So somebody, please help me out. But anyways, that is going to wrap up today's quick video. Hope you enjoyed. If you want to see more stuff like this, you know the drill. You can subscribe, you can ring the bell, do whatever you want to do. But anyways, as always, I am going to wish you pleasant days and spooky nights. Until next time.